Hey y'all, it's Ruthie with the Popo Backyard Farm. Okay, this morning I am going to show you one of the projects I am on, going through everything I own as far as Bibles and things, reading them and passing them on. And of course, I'm always acquiring new material because I am a diligent reader. And so, let me start by showing you that, and I suggest you do the same because Jesus is coming soon. Free Traveling Christian Library. Please read this ASAP and pass to a friend. Keep this book moving. Jesus is coming soon. So I want to get rid of all my stuff in a good way because I don't want anyone to go to hell. I'm not laughing because hell is not a joke. This book by Oliver Greene is what the church needs today. You know, there are Christians that actually don't believe in hell anymore. How can they read the Bible and not believe in hell? Jesus talked about hell more than heaven. And hell, there was a place called Guyana, which is like where they put all their junk, which was, so some people like to say, well, that was hell. But hell is a place that people go there. The rich ruler, I don't know if he's a ruler, the rich man went there. Well, the other guy went into Abraham's bosom, which was like a holding tank before Jesus died on the cross for people that died. It was like almost like a holding tank in like the hell. Hell had different compartments where the Christians went. It was like a jail kind of a thing, but there was like a great gulf between them and the people that were in hell. And so when Jesus died on the cross, if you read the Bible and you'll see for yourself, he went there, took those people out, made an open show of them, probably paraded around hell saying, hey, look at this, look who I have. And that was probably during the 3 days that he was, remember he died on the cross. 3 days later he rose. He took them and brought them to heaven because they all were redeemed. Because in the Old Testament they look back at, or they look forward to the cross. We look back to the cross. Okay, so let's look at this book. All right. So Oliver Greene gets right into it. Now he is on YouTube, but his books I think are YouTube is good, but the books are really like the teachings that we need, the solid meat, not any fluff. Okay, so he gets into hell. Is there a literal hell? Yes. Will there be degrees of punishment in hell? The soul after death? Who will spend eternity in hell? And by the way, the first people that go there are the Antichrist and the false prophet. And it is eternal because 1,000 years later, they're still in there. And it was never made for us, but people go there. Well, I am thankful that I'm not going to hell, demons, the devil. And if you don't believe in hell and you think, oh, it's going to be funny when I go to hell, you are not thinking right because it is a real place. Imagine Nazi Germany 1,000 times worse. We're talking hell. Every demon, every foul spirit, they call Satan. He's what? Lord of the Flies? Lord of Filth. He's just filth. And is there a literal hell? You have heard that it was said by them of old times, thou shalt not kill, and whoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you that whoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Like, you worthless person. Okay, so Jesus talked a lot about hell. And if Jesus is talking about it, you better know it. Prepared for the devil and his angels. Okay? That's Matthew 25:41. Okay. And he talks a little bit about the devil and different things. Now, you are going to want to get this book if you can find it. It could be pricey. You might have to go to a secondhand store or see if you can find some teaching from Oliver Greene on hell, or do some study on your own. Just grab a concordance and look through all this stuff on hell. Churches need to preach hell. Preachers get nervous. They just don't want any issues. They don't want any problems. I'm not saying all preachers, but there are some that don't, and they do not preach hell. And God protects his own. He takes care of his own, so you don't do any better skirting the issues. Okay? But you need to pray about it. You need to, ask God, how to go about it and things. And if people leave your church, don't worry about it. Better to have 10 people that want to live for God than 1,000 that just sit there and warm your church and, all that. You, hell, it's real. And churches and pastors and people are not teaching it. And if you are like Jesus, who loves us so much, and we show our love for God and have His character, and we should love people and don't want them to go to hell. And it's just like your children. Do you want your children to go to hell? Do you want them to be in hell for eternity? You need to teach them. Hey, there's a real hot place out there. You want to go to a hot place? You want to have fun? It ain't gonna be hell. Heaven is going to be wonderful, and you don't sit. You're not sitting on clouds. You need to study heaven if you don't understand heaven. And I don't like particularly. I'm not big on these books about heaven. I mean, I'm sure there could be some things, but I think the best source for heaven and hell is just pick up your Bible, look up the scriptures. Like this is why I like Oliver Greene. He pretty much talks the scriptures, not stories necessarily. Like I knew this guy that told me 10 years ago that I mean, there could be some merit in that. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if you live by the word, you walk in the truth, you're not going to get deceived, you're not going to get sucked into some crazy doctrine. And I hear there's a new thing coming out. It's not new. All these things have been for years ago, too. They just get new names. Like, oh, I don't have the religion my parents had. Oh, my parents didn't let me do Halloween. My parents didn't let me do this. My parents didn't let me do that. That's just so silly. People need to grow up. It's time to grow up in your faith, not to be a baby anymore. What does the Bible say? If your pastor says crazy stuff like that, get out of that church and find one that believes the Lord. Not, what? Why be a Christian if you're not going to believe God? You just joined a social club. So you need to know about hell. You need to study it. You need to know what it means. And then you need to have compassion for people. You don't have to come up to people and say, you're going to hell. You need to love them with the love of Christ. You need to keep your mouth shut, go home and pray for them, and ask for opportunity to witness to them. Not to be mean and cruel and ugly. Some Christians are just nasty mean, and all they do is want to point out sin. And that's what, is that going to help you if someone comes up to you and says, you're fat? Yeah, I know I'm fat. No kidding. I say that because I'm on a diet, and I know I need to lose the weight, but it's not going to make me happy if someone just has to tell me how fat I am. All I'm going to do is get hot and mad and think, what a jerk. Same with the health thing. Sometimes that God might lead you to talk to someone about that, but it's the heart that you're talking to that person on. You need to have the love of Christ in you. But you do need to know about hell, and it is a real place, and people are going to go there. And when, right now, we're living in the last days, and Jesus is coming soon, and you want to make sure every single member of your family and your friends are not going to go to hell. Fire burns forever. The demons are there. Fear, anxiety, everything that people hate is going to be there, and it's eternal. It does never ends. It's always and forever. I don't understand everything. All I know is I just keep getting into the Word, praying, getting into the Word, praying, and God will lead me into all truth, and I will understand. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to learn about hell, and I will see you in my next video. Remember, big or small, you too can be a backyard farm. God bless.